Welcome back to this live session, traders. I hope that the stream is on. Welcome back to this another trading session here. After the past sessions, we have started another one, and we can see the market in a very interesting place on gold. Especially previous session we had a successful trade and we closed it accordingly, loud and clear. Thank you very much. Welcome back to this live session, and I would appreciate if you guys can like this analysis, like this live session, give a thumbs up, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. All right, so first of all, I would like to start with this. If you look at, here is the calendar, and we are progressing towards 3 vitally important weeks coming up. And you know that, guys, this is really important stuff that in the beginning I would like to discuss is timing. Right now, what time we are at this time, and this is something it's not available anywhere, what this information is about the timing, because you can see that candlestick pattern, we can see all the price action, we can find all information about many other smart money trading system and many of the information. But if you look at the actual, the overall, like the timing, it's crucial, because when there is volume in the market, okay, you imagine that there is a baseball or cricket or even the soccer player. When you take a shot, timing is absolutely crucial, right? Otherwise, no matter how strongly you take the shot, you're not gonna be able to hit that target. So the timing is very important. Now, these 3 weeks is timing, right? It's the crucial timing in terms of the volume coming in the market. So first 3 week of December is what I'm looking at to trade my best here. And are you guys ready for this best week in these 3 weeks to trade the market here? We had a previous session, a very successful one, and I would like to see this session as well to give us another better trading setup. Thank you very much. Now, we had looking at the calendar will give you that much better understanding of the market structure here. So if you look at 3rd of December, this means tomorrow, coming up in early in the Asian session, coming up GDP on AUD, that's gonna be also a move on gold, and followed by ADP non-farm employment change. So another big trading day today and tomorrow, and also after tomorrow unemployment claims. So followed by week after is FOMC. big day. So FOMC, the rate decision is coming, and then we'll be looking at NFP week after, on the 3rd week of December. Okay, so now at the moment, earlier we have seen that there was a move on gold that we have seen, and this move that we can see on gold was significant. If you look at, it's a big move that we have seen on gold here from this level. And at the moment, what you can see that after this move, the price dropped to the trend line, and dropping to the trend line, with that drop back to this trend line, the market has created this move now potentially back to the upside. So it's in a welcome, it's in a level where we might be looking to buy this market here, if you look at. And that move, what we could see the market to potentially bounce off this level, or you could see that break below, all right, and then to turn back to the upside here in that market. So the bias here, because it's a long-term bull market, we are looking at bullish trading setup. All right, so today I'm bull, and I have the previous sessions trade also we have open and closed in bullish setup. Now I'm looking at here as well today potentially bullish trading setup here. Now this is a support here on the 1 hour chart, on the daily currently, and I'm going to the lower time frame here. From the 1 hour perspective, the price has dropped to the order block. Now the previous 1 hour candle that you can see, this one, this was from here, from this 1 hour 10 EMA straight back to this order block, and that was significantly, if you look at that move, was a drop directly to that order block. Now, what we are looking at this market structure now is another potential retest of that support, while we can see the market in this time frame creating a very interesting reversal price action here. This is a reversal price action so far. Potentially, anything can happen. The market can entirely move in other direction as well. So I'm looking at here, if you look at the 1 minute chart, this is currently in a creating a bullish impulse back to the upside. So dropping to the this support level again can give us an entry to the upside. I'm going to look at here, this is the current daily support for us to look for an entry, and I think the market might be preparing for an upside bias here. So therefore, looking at an entry opportunity here in this market for us to give us a potential trading opportunity. If you look at this is the lower time frame, and there is a stronger breakout from this lower time frame, expecting the pullback and then to trend back again to the upside to create a new higher high in this market. So here is the, with this double top, also there is a double bottom, and the market is here This is a local uptrend here in that market. And I'm looking at this price action to show up and to give us an entry. So this is a currently bullish trend on the 1 minute chart that we can see on gold. And this is what I'm potentially looking at this market structure to show up. A breakout structure can give us an entry opportunity for us to go long here in this market. You guys getting my point? So this is a bull market. The 4-hour support is here. Now the market either can come back for retest, or we can expect a breakout structure. And it's created a very interesting structure here. And if the market return back again to the major direction of the trend, it might straight going back to the daily high. Welcome back to this live session. Here is a doji that you can see. And once the market creates the structure that you are looking at, we'll be looking into the entry. This is the 15 minutes price action here so far. And if the market reverses from here, where you are looking at this above this high to create a new higher high. Welcome. And in the meantime, if you are enjoying the live session, make sure you like this stream and also subscribe to the channel. Also, I'm starting a pool, which is really effective. You guys have seen that in the past. Pools really has given a great understanding of the market in the upcoming sessions. So for the next session, not so far, for the next 2 sessions, that means this London and NY together, as well as NY session. What's your thought on gold? And I'm asking at the poll, I'm posting it. I would appreciate if you cast a vote. So basically, if you look at the daily chart, still have nearly 12 hours. So it's on the next 2 sessions here, and I'm posting as a poll. So I've posted as a poll here. Let me know, guys, what's your thought on that. And that poll really helpful, because from that poll more often we get a lot of understanding of the market movement. And in the past we have seen that the poll results come very helpful to predict the market. So at the moment we can see that from this earlier opening, the market so far in the first 2 sessions have shown significantly bearish price action here to this support level. And from that support, the price again pushing back to the upside. Now, bigger picture perspective, if you look at the daily chart, it is bull market and very fundamental stuff, right? The market structure. How do you know that it's a bull market or a bear market before you look for an entry? So going back to this lower time frame here, now if you look at the you see this is the 5 minutes move, and this is also the 4 hour support here. So if the market drop to that level again, that's gonna be a very good buy opportunity for us to look at. And I'm looking at this lower time frame here on the 1 minute chart. If you look at again to see where the market is possibly to be heading. So this is the 1 minute chart, 4219, and the support here at 4180. So breaking below from this structure can give us an entry opportunity here in this market. Gold is very bullish. Yes, so far we saw that I wouldn't say that it's very bullish, because so far we have seen that bearish, but the market structure, the market sentiment may change here, and then we could see that potentially bullish. And this is also a very important understanding of the market structure, is to see that how the price is reacting to these key levels when we are trading, right? Which is another crucially important trading decision that you need to make when we are looking at the market that is in a, if you look at, that's where this is the 1 hour market structure, right? And you see the price has dropped straight to that order block. This red candle that you can see here was, this is a very important doji here that you can see in this market. And with this doji formation, the market has a straight drop back to that key support level. And if you look at here, the market dropped to that key support level, and then it's now reacting to that from that level. So if you look at this break below the structure, how it was created, more often reversal creates like that. So if you look at, there was a big long wick candle, the market overextended back below to the order block, and if the market reverses, you'll see that from here straight potential that this, if this market reverse, we could see potentially big move back to the upside, or at least expecting bigger trend here in this market, because the overall market structure here is bullish on gold. But earlier we have seen that there was a bearish price action on the lower time frame. So the potential here in this lower time frame, that the market sentiment, because lower time frame here, it was, we had an early trade here, if you looked at, and the market didn't move a lot, but we saw that broken back below. Now from here we still could see that another wave of drop, and if that happens, all right, so it is possible to see that the market dropping back again for another test of this low of this green candle. Okay, if that happens, if the market drops again to this level, to 4154, we would see that this market is having the rejection again back to the upside. Now we will be looking at, when we are looking at the lower time frame, such as on 1 minute, when we are looking at entry, we will be looking at the breakup structure. All right, so that's what we are looking at, the breakup structure. Welcome back to the live session, traders. I hope that you are enjoying the live session that I'm doing every single day, twice. Make sure you like this stream, subscribe to the channel, and also share your thought. What's your view on gold today? And other than gold, are you looking at any other pairs? We had a trade earlier session in that area, and in this zone, it was a quick position in the market. Later, boom, there was a massive breakdown and the price was trending and dropping down here with multiple liquidity gap, and it dropped down back straight from that level to the downside here. Look at this, is a very nice move that we have seen in the past. Now, the moment you can see the market here maintaining this uptrend, lower time frame uptrending market structure, and you want to see that the price is breaking from that structure before you look at possible entry. The market structure still didn't change to be fully bullish. It's slowly turning to a bullish market structure. So there is still possibility for a deeper pullback before it eventually creates a new bullish market structure here in that market. Good day, welcome back to the live session here, and we are looking at potential entry in the major direction of the trend. So here is the bullish This is the 1 hour price action where the market is maintaining that uptrending market structure. And also if we look at here, the price action showing up to be significantly, we saw that there was a lower time frame break below, and now we are looking at this market for a breakup structure and then to enter based on the price action. So you see there is breakup structure. So we see some lower time frame price action here showing up in that area, and it's just that there is a narrower doji has formed, and with this candle close, looking for a deeper pullback before we look at entry. So if you look at the 15 minutes here, this is the starting of this 15 minutes move from here to this level, and from here to this level. Now looking at that move potentially to come back for another retest. And that drop for another retest can give us that entry opportunity here in this market. Welcome. And with this retest of this 10 and 20 EMA, the market slowly breaking that low here, and we could see the price to potentially come back below to this level to create a new lower low in this market. So with a lower time frame market structure, it's trying to break that high here to the upside. From here breaking out, and you can see there is a support test. The price is trying to break that high, but for us to look for any entry, would like to see deeper drop here after the 1 hour candle close. If you look at after this 1 hour candle close, expecting the market to deepen here for a pullback and then to return again back above to create a new higher high in this market. And that's where, if you look at this market structure, is the price is showing up in that area. Ready for an entry? We want to see the market is giving that hand, and that's where you can look at that entry. We want to see deeper pullback or a clean break of a structure. 15 minutes, 10 and 20 minutes still did not cross over, but on the 5 minutes we can see there is a crossover, but there might be here for another deeper, because the market left a huge imbalance here. If you look at this, there is an reversal pattern here. So this is a reversal of this move, and with this reversal, after this reversal pattern, if you look at the market, broken back to the upside, left an imbalance here. This is an imbalance, and with that imbalance the market may potentially come back and then could revert back again to the upside here in that market. So if the price break that low here, which is FBG, that's a potential zone for an entry. The market is not being very aggressively bullish here. This is what we're looking at in this area. Now the 5 minutes candle close and we're waiting to see the price to break potentially back below to this support. And this is the current support that looking to see the market to break and then to potentially to retest again back above here. And I'm ready for an entry as soon as we see the setup appears with full risk management setup. So the price has moved almost to the resistance, and there is a 1 hour candle close coming. If you look at this, is a bullish rejection here from the support level. Now after this candle close, the market may continue to rise or it may come for a deeper pullback. Okay, so you see there is a 1 hour candle close. If you guys look at that, where the market now, the full body candle close, green price action, green candlestick pattern, which is a full body. That means it has a volume in it, and that 1 hour green candle closed in the direction of the major trend. Therefore, it may be starting up today's move again back to the upside. Now, for us to look for an entry. You want to see that deeper pullback. Now this candle can continue to drop again before it bounce back to the upside, and that's what we are looking at this market structure. Welcome. Okay, so with this doji, it may break this structure now, and once it managed to break that structure back below, we are looking at possible entry in this market. Not selling because it's a bull market, so we are only looking at buying. So there was a poll has been posted. We saw that so far 59% voted for bullish and 41% for bearish. You can press that vote button so to see that in fact what's the majority of them is thinking here. So with again, the market structure here is showing potentially further continuation of this market structure. Thank you. So we're progressing towards the busy session. That means that expecting that increased volume. Please daily live continue. Yes. If you look at the daily market so far dropped to that, and it's now pushing that back to the upside. The market structure showing to be bullish, so there is increased volume in the market now with the progression of this session, and that might continue to trend till the end of the NY session. So the market structure didn't break, and it's showing that continuation uptrending market structure. Okay, so the market, if you look at it's trending, and couple of swing low and swing high has been created. If you look at here, and that is where the market is maintaining that uptrend. Where are you from? I'm from Australia, Melbourne. Okay, so here is the support that you can see, and also there's another support, and the market may potentially break to the upside here. Thank you. Okay, so here is the price action. If we look at from here, it's the move. Welcome. Did you cast a vote? We see that if you cast a vote, it's gonna be helpful. Also, where are you from, guys? Share your location if you don't mind, and let us know more about you. How long you are trading? And also make sure you like this stream. Serbia, welcome. Trading five years. Okay, that's pretty good. 5 years is really good time. I'm from Doha, Qatar. Past 2 years been trading. Thank you. Bangladesh, welcome. So 2 years, it's pretty good as well. In Colombia, Cambodia. Okay, 2 years. All right. Yep. Thank you. Okay, so the 5 years, 2 years, 7. All right, that's pretty good. Where are you from, boss? Yeah, South Africa, 4 years. Okay, pretty cool. Oh, that's impressive that so long you guys have stuck on trading. So I'm from Nigeria. Welcome. 2 years. That's cool. Okay, so basically over 1 year is where you really get hold on in trading, and becoming a trader means that you just stick to trading. That's all you need. There is nothing much that to become a profitable trader. If you guys look at, the only thing that very important for a trader is sticking to the trading, right? That's where the biggest struggle that many traders face in the beginning of their career. So sticking to trading means that if you find it difficult to be profitable, maybe you can only start trading this year. Okay, cool. All right, so if you find it difficult to be profitable, then don't trade on a live account, trade on a demo account, but stay active, keep learning. When you take entry on a breakup structure, we do take a lot of entry. The previous session we had one trade and we have closed on around 20-30 pip. This session also I'm looking at. Good evening. And tell me buy entry, sir. It has to come. So this is the 1 hour support that you can see 4203, which is an important support level. And that is where, if you look at 4203 is important support, looking at that the market to come back to that support level here. Okay, I'm a self-taught trader and I agree it took me over 1 year to become profitable, and I learn on YouTube, especially from you. Your analysis is easy to understand. Much appreciated for the appreciation as well. Now, in fact, look, the trading is what the better trader, the great trader made, who are self-taught. You need a mentorship. Okay, you can get it from anywhere, but even no matter how many mentorship you take or do, ultimately you have to be a self-taught, because trading requires a lot of live market involvement, or being trading in the live market, that no one can give you. Because let's say you are in a physics class or in chemistry class or maybe in maths class, you just need to learn the formulas to pass the exam, okay, which is very different in trading. In trading you learn, and also you need to implement it. It's an applied knowledge, okay. That's also really missing in our current educational system. There's nothing applied in education system. It's only theoretical, right? You're gonna just need to be able to multiply, deduct, right? And then when you go to the workplace, because the ultimate goal of education is work, right? Or even not work, because at the end of the day, what's the goal of a human when they grow up? They have to work, earn, pay bills, right? Do something to survive. But if you take a graduate to the workplace, because if you graduate, you know that, then they're gonna face tremendous challenge. Why? Because of lack of understanding of the environment, right? Because if you look at the workplace, is you need to work with people. People skill is very important, because no one can work. Very few people can only work alone, and that doesn't have that experience. So it's not an applied knowledge, but trading is you have to apply that knowledge. You have to learn trading through applied knowledge. Would you say the candlestick is sideways right now? Yes, there is a little bit of sideways market movement. The market may come back here to this key level, and then we could see the price to give us an entry opportunity. Especially we want to see that the market is breaking from the structure, where we'll be looking at. Okay, so here is the market, right? The price action. And this is the lower time frame trend that you can see the price potentially come back here. And breaking from the structure can give us that potential entry. Here on the lower time frame, the market has created a bigger extended uptrending market structure, and in that uptrending market, so you want to see that a complete break of structure before you look at that entry opportunity here in that market. So lower time frame, there is a trend here that you can see, expecting that the market to break that trend before it bounce back to the upside. Welcome. Little sideway, because this is how the market does. The market will never trend all the time, so it only trend fraction of the time. Most of the time the market remains in a sideway, and understanding that move also will give you better understanding of the market structure. So there's a breakup structure that you can see here, and that's where the market is breaking that low here in that area. So with a double top here, if you look at, the market is coming down, and we could see the price to potentially come back well below, back below here. Now we see there is a breakup structure. The market still can continue to rise from here, or you could see the deeper drop before it potentially being able to break that trend. Now the current swing low on the 5 minutes is here, and 1 minute we see there is a head and shoulder, or you wanna say, because you can consider it as head and shoulder or a double top. We might see the market to come back below here in that area, and then to turn back to the upside in that area, right? So okay, so the lower time frame break is important to see the price how it is doing. Here we decide where to enter the pullback. So we decide from the breakup structure. That's the primary condition that I use for an entry in the direction of the trend. So we need to see that a trend. All right, so you can see the market is trending, and then so if you look at the trend, then what do you need? A breakup structure, right? So that is the swing low is broken depending on higher time frame, and then wait for the reversal formation to return back to the direction of the trend, retest, and then continue back to the upside here in that market. So here's the, if you look at, this is a swing, the previous swing high, which is the resistance, turn support here, and the price now slowly creating an up. So this can be a rejection back above. See that? If we can look at that point. So the market still can continue to drop back below to this swing low here. And if it drops down back below here, that's where the market could drop for another liquidity. Okay, so this is what you are looking at. So it's breaking back from that. That means there is a rejection from this low here. It shows an impulse back to the upside. We'll be waiting for that level to come here to retest and then to return again back to the upside. And here is the move that you can see. So the market has gone to the neckline. If it is coming back again below for another test, we can look at that entry. So it has gone back here. For first 30 minutes that there is a doji formation here on gold. Now this 30 minutes candle closing in 3 minutes time. So this is the current support, the lower support of this 30 minutes price action. We're looking at the market potentially to retest again, and that can be a level that you can look at this price action to go back again, create a new higher high here in that market. So that's what I'm looking at for it can drop again back below and that can create a potentially a double bottom and then to revert back again to the upside here in that market. So this is the edge that you want to look at in this market. The probabilistic edge is very important in terms of entry. Trading requires a lot of patience between entries, but in gold retest will not happen much time. So yes, trading require a patience between entries. So basically to find an entry from a high probability, and this is something, as I also we discuss, that it's all about how you rewire your brain, okay, which is very important. You need to rewire the brain, and it's worth doing, because being a trader means that you actually taking a completely different route than where you are at, right? Whatever you are doing. And it's sometimes, as I mentioned, hard is because of, there's a very interesting fact, all right? Let me tell you what it is. It's the way how our brain works. So anything you will do, it's gonna reflect in other areas in your life, definitely. All right. So for example, let's say for some reason you have to ride a bike for 3 hours every day, for some reason, for work or for any reason. What it's gonna do, it's gonna physiologically change your leg, right? Because you're riding a bike, and also it will change your brain also. In the same way, that things will reflect in other areas. Or probably, let's say you, for some reason, you have a work that you need to sit down a long time, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, without any distraction. You have to sit down. Probably you are somewhere looking at something or take care of something that you have to wait a lot of time looking at something. That will reflect. So before you take over the job, if it is difficult for you to trade, you're gonna see that after doing the job, it's gonna easy for you to do the trading, because the brain cannot understand the difference between different aspects. It just reflect the same thing over and over again. So because that's how the brain. So to be good in trading, it's also worth doing, because it's gonna improve your life as a trader. So before we do that, it looks harder, but once you do few times, you're actually creating a neural pathway in your brain, right? Time will slow down. You'll see that when you do that. Once you wait for the right setup and do it over and over again, it becomes natural to become patient and wait for the right setup. Okay, and it's no doubt about it. So that's how you can change your the psychology, trading psychology, to be easy for you to do that. And there's always look at the reward side of doing that, right? You can look at the reward side of doing that. There's always a reward for everything, right? Doing something for that can help you to grow as a trader. And that's why this live session also helpful. You know, this, we discuss a lot of things here that can definitely can change, can help. So make sure you stick till the end to learn, to grow, to become a better trader, and at the end also, you learn something, and how we can share a lot of things. So here is now, as we discussed, the current chart from the lower time frame, the price is coming to that low after this breakout structure. Okay, so here is the move that you can see on the lower time frame, coming down for another potential retest. It's on a sideway now at the moment. Getting up from that level, that you can see the market slowly breaking back to the upside. And in the meantime, if you are enjoying, make sure you like this stream, guys, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. We are looking at possible entry from this key support level. And also about this question, that trading requires a lot of patience between entries. All right, that's why it is important that also now, we are at 2025, right? It's ending 2025. It's time for us to automate the system, right? Automate trading. You can automate your trading. You can create a system that can create an interval for your trade, right? You can program that easily. So all you need is strategy that is rule based, and that's why every strategy that I trade, I have automated everything. That can give me a freedom of waiting for the market to come back and I decide. Rather, created the rules and the market now follow the rules, and then once the market doesn't follow the rules, we need to follow the rules of the market. But once the system gets set up, matching with the rules, it automatically open a trade, right? Which is now much more easier than we can let the system do the job, rather than we manually enter every trade. How to automate? Please suggest. Very good, very good question. So you see that anything that any platform that you are trading that has, you can program that. Now that's what in the academy, in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Now I already said in our previous Zoom meeting, also Zoom class also will be every member, anyone want to automate their trading system, I have all the support for them to develop. That is very simple. Okay, as long as you understand your strategy, you can automate it. It's now 2026 time to become more of a trader who can create an artificial intelligence to trade for them, right? So it's your strategy, but you're automating them. How do you automate? Let me tell you. So let's say you want to trade this 5 minutes candlestick pattern, right? So how do you enter? We place as soon as this candle close. For example, it's just an analogy. I'm not entering any trade, but so you can tell the program as soon as this candle close, check for the price. For example, touch the 10 EMA. Yes, true. Then is the market structure is bullish, creating series of higher high and higher low. You can program that. Yes, true. Then put all the confluences in it, the rules that you need. What is the daily trend here? Bullish. Yes, true. So you found a couple of confluences that will give you an edge in the market. Now risk management is a big part of automating the system. This is where every trader fails in terms of risk management. So you can tell the program to take each trade with only the risk setup that you can give, 0.25%, 0.1% or 1%, whatever, and automatically calculate the lot size based on the stop loss. You can set a stop loss in many ways. You can set a stop loss below the entry candle, or you can set a stop loss as let's say by ATR, whatever your rules are different, and then it will open the trade, set TP target based on risk reward or any other factors or support or resistance, and it will open automatically all the trades that you need with risk management. But before you implement any system, you need to test it. Okay, you need to do a back testing so that that system has an edge before you, or you can do it on demo to see that how it performs. Patiently run it over time, right? That's how you can. There are many ways you can do that, but this is one of the way that can be done. And the only thing that to be a trader, you need just a little bit over 50% if it is one-on-one, right? Or if you are trading, if you are using 5:1 or 3:1 risk reward, then you need over how many percentage? So if you are trading with 1:3 risk reward, normally my system is 5:1. I trade on 5:1 that I use on automated system. So you can use 3:1. So if you are using 3:1, then on 20 trades, you need only 5 trades to be winner, right? So if you win 5 trades, you are going, if you each trade you are risking 1%, then 15% on 5 trade. And if you even losing 15 trades, then you are losing 15%. Now manually it's very hard, right? Every trade that you open, your emotional situation different for each trade. You know, you're probably maintaining that consistency, and then suddenly something happened, unexpected. Your decision making will influence because of that event happened, but the machine doesn't have any emotion. What you say, it's gonna repeat the same thing with that accuracy, right? That's where the advantage. So if you set risk parameter 1%, every trade it will open 1%. If you tell not to trade during the news hour, it's not gonna open during the news hour, right? So that's how can be automated fully, right? That's how I have automated every strategy that I trade. Now, any video of any website or write code? Okay, so you don't have to write all the code for yourself, right? You don't have to do all by yourself. If you're a trader, then there is a lot of assistance available. If you're in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, you can contact the admin to discuss more on that. How we can assist our members to help on that. But it's available many other ways in online. By the way, guys, we are looking at now on the market structure to see that how This is series of higher low that you can see the market is maintaining. And welcome. Yeah, there will be more information on the website as well coming up later. In 2026 is a time of everything to be easy, right? Everything to be more efficient, more easier, more effective. Get yourself ready for this upcoming time to become a trader who can trade smoothly, right? That's what we need to look at for the long term, so that we can keep the emotion in trading away from our trading, which is very important. Now, what we need here is, if you look at that market structure, lower time frame price action, here is the market structure from the 1 hour, create a bull candle. Now the next one is a doji that you can see here, and open this trade. So it was just now here the market is maintaining that series of higher low. So we see the price here. If you look at this is a series of higher low, it's an uptrend, and here is the bullish impulse correction. The market is maintaining that series of higher high and higher low, which is in an uptrending market structure. And with this series of higher low, expecting the market to continue to rise back here to create a new higher high. Here's the lower time frame price action, where there is a sideways market that you can see. And with this sideways market, we'll be looking at this price action to potentially break that low. This is bullish engulfer on the lower time frame. We want to see that this current support 4200 is an important support level. So after 15 minutes doji formation, the market is slowly breaking that structure here, and that break below can give a potential entry opportunity here in this market. And this current structure that you can see on the 5 minutes, you want to see that breaking from the trend line. Now the previous session we had a position that we opened, if you guys looked at on this in this area, and it moved here. We opened a position that we closed it earlier, but the market in fact didn't go for a new higher high. Instead we saw that after break of this high, the price has got rejected completely back below. There was a massive breakdown here, and then the market has created this new structure here now at the moment, which is showing that potentially to be bullish, and we could see the price continue to rise back here to create a new higher high here in that market. So here the price action slowly, if you look at, this is a resistance line, and so it's maintaining that series of higher line and putting pressure on this resistance line, expecting the market to potentially break that low and then to return again back above. So this is the current trend line that you can see there is a structure formation, and from the structure we could see the market to eventually break that support that we are looking to see a break of structure before we look at that entry in this market. So there is a, if you look at here, it is where there is a support and the market may see. If you look at the 1 hour, it's a doji. And this candle can close even as a doji. I still don't see a very stronger bullish price action here. It's on a sideway at the moment in a narrow range. So normally this is what happens. If you look at, this is a big bullish trend that we have seen, and followed by it's on a sideway market structure. So it's breaking out of that structure that you can see. The market, after creating this doji, the price slowly building that momentum back above here. And it has broken from this structure, and then potentially could be a retest of this previous resistance, which is turning support here. Okay, so if you look at, this is the resistance had broken out of that level, and now we might see the price is coming for another retest of this previous resistance, which is turning support here in that area. And the trend continuation is important to look at. The trend continuation is very important to look at when you are entering into the trade. So currently the price has managed to break from this structure that you can see, maintaining that series of higher low, which is an uptrend. And here is this level that you can see, that expecting the market to potentially break that low and then to return again back in the direction of the trend. So locally we are seeing that it's maintaining an uptrend, and here is the, if you look at, the market has broken out of that resistance line, and with this break of this resistance, the price created an impulse. You always need to look at the market to show up that the price is retesting that level again. So it's showing up to be a bullish trend continuation here in this market. and we'll be waiting for the market to show up that pattern back above in that area. The current level that we are looking at 4203 or near that level to break from that structure before we look at an entry. We had a previous session, there was a trade that we have opened. Now this session I'm looking at is still for proper break of a structure. So with a few doji here, the market may eventually could break that low. Create the impulse back to the upside here. Didn't drop for a pullback. 1 hour candle close. Let's refresh the chart for a new potential entry. So if you look at in the 4-hour price action here, then you can see the market entirely here, it dropped back below and then it entirely rejected back again, almost moving back to the daily high. If you look at, it's the daily high, and because back to back 2 days price action showing that strongly bullish confluence here, that might bring that market to back again here to create a new higher high in this market. So therefore, looking at this market structure, This is the 30 minutes price action. This is the daily high. Can expect this market to continue to trend again back above in that area. So you see there is a rejection here in that area, and this lower time frame move can give us potential entry if it breaks from this structure here, because there was a consolidation here that you can see, and from that consolidation again there is a breakout. What we are looking at here, a breakup structure back below of any of the swing low here for another move, and then to return again back to the upside. Hello trader, welcome back to this live session. I hope that you're enjoying the live session, that we are discussing some very important trading psychology stuff as well as technical analysis, fundamental. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you like the stream and also subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done yet, press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. Now we see that eventually the market has broken out of the structure. It's now on a pullback, and this is where I'm looking at this market structure to break from this current structure. So this is the 1 hour support where there was a gap open. As soon as the candle open, you can see this is a gap open. You might be able to see it clearly on MT4 or MT5. So here is the gap that you can see that can be an opportunity for us to look for buying opportunity back to the upside. So for the market is this hourly candle move to 65 pip upside, and this 1 minute move that you can see. Now what will be, as I'm ready for a possible entry opportunity if the market breaks that low here, breaking the swing low. From this move we'll be looking at bullish entry here in this market. From the 1 hour, you can see the market is almost to that lower time frame support now, and after retest, expecting a potential rejection again back above to 4215. Tested the swing high here as a support, as a swing low, so which is potentially a trend continuation pattern here. Okay, so here is from this high here, looking at this market, you can see it has entirely broken back below 1 hour chart again that looking at. So I'm ready to open a potential buy here. Let me see, can find for risk reward and the right stop loss. I'm setting the stop loss below this swing low here. I'm going long for this move, potentially back to the upside. We can change the TP later. First, the risk management is key. To manage the risk, it's not necessary that I need to set the TP correctly, but I need to set the stop loss correctly. Stop loss at 4201.90. Or to 1615.03. Few pips stop loss that I placed here, and it's only 51 pip. I'm long on gold. So my trade entry on gold is this level that you can see. So my entry here at 4206.02. Believe you guys also get better. So my entry here at on gold at this level, and looking to see that potentially an upside bias here, and moving in this level we can take the partial profit and moving the stop loss at entry. Here is now on a bullish move and I am long on gold. Has gone back to the upside, expecting it to break to the upside to this, potentially to the resistance line, and so my plan here for this trade, if the market managed to go back above 30 pip, we will be taking the partial profit and moving the stop loss at entry, because there is a bit of stronger rejection from the higher price. But it's still looking to see the market to trend in the direction. Might get it stopped out here. It will also depend on how this candle is going to close. Still on the trade. Still on the trade. It's very interesting here. For few people, there is a rejection here, and okay, so in the last moment it got rejection. In our previous session also the market did the same kind of pattern. It's very interesting. So it's on the trade, and from this support. Okay, so I'm on the trade. Are you guys on this trade? Let me know in the live chat. So there's a doji, and right, so here is it just for 1 pip, it bounced back up to the profit area now. So would like to see that crossing this previous swing high here, and last moment there is some kind of rejection. Now if this time got rejected back again, might break the low. Okay, gonna say breaking that high. All right, so here is the move, and you would like to see that move back here to create a new higher high. Can you say yes if you are running this trade, or what happened to you if you have initiated this trade with me? Do you have an update? You can share in the live chat. What's your update? And here is the market creating multiple long wick candles. and looking at that market structure to go back here and then to create a new higher high. So the price is at this level here that you can see, and waiting for the market to cross that threshold and going back here. So we'll be waiting to see that the price to go back to that level here in this 4210. So once the market managed to break this high 4210, we can look to see how the market is doing here. Looking at that market structure to break that high and then to create a new higher high. Breaking that low again, so there might it's getting very interesting here. The 5-minute candle closed again with another long week candlestick pattern formation here, and if this is a double bottom now, and how this 1-minute candle close is important, and I'm still holding on to that. The stop loss that I put is very tight because I want to take the trade only keep if it is going in my favor. If it is not going in my favor, I'm gonna stop out with a very small risk, and we'll be looking to enter again. Now here it might form this double bottom and bounce back to the upside. It can still break that low again. Okay, we might get that move back. What do you think is interesting really from this support level, the market is inherently rejecting back to the upside. So okay, now this price action is really interesting. Triple bottom, looking forward to see that crossing that 4210 and then to continue. Are you guys with me? So I have entered into the profit area. And so I was trying to sell this market, but I'm still holding on to that because you want to see that decent move before we look at the market to get that down below. And all right, let's wait for a flight back to the upside here. That is awesome. Thank you for joining here. And I see that if you look at, you know, the especially tight stop losses is the benefit of that. The trade not getting in your favor, you can just exit at that core level. And now pushing that back above can give us some gain here. And by the way, did you like the stream? Awesome. Here is the move that I want to see, that pushing back that to the upside for 210 or above this level. Now, okay, so it's trying to move past that 4210, potentially back above, or you know, even could break below again. If that break below. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now, okay, from the support, it's getting that reaction back above here. Expecting it to cross this high to create a new higher high. breaking that low again. So that's where might need to I'm at entry. If the market breaks from that low below again, this might be new drop. So it failed to create a higher high. So this might be now another, if you look at the 130 minutes again, that's long bearish rejection. Are you going to see a downside later today? We're looking at to see what's potentially be doing here in the market. So, and with this move that you can see on the lower time frame, this is the 5 minutes, and this might create so looking at the one minute chart here, the price action here, so this is a both directionally biased price action, and interestingly it's gone back again, breaking this swing high here. Look at, right, so we got back into the entry, above the entry, so I'm still not closing it. So far the way the market structure form, want to see that creating a new higher high, that means breaking 4208, and if it breaks that 4208, we'll be able to see some profit in the trade, and we can still move the stop loss at entry, but if it breaks below, be exiting with the minimum. That's what the plan is. So let's see how the market in this lower time frame is doing. Now if you look at here, you can see this is a here long wick, again long wick candle, and so it's the market here. You can see there is a the market is consolidating here in that area, in this support area. So with this move, price may go in any direction. Here is the possibility for, if you look at the 1 hour, there is a rejection from this 1 hour resistance. So this, the buyers not getting very stronger confluence, and there might be break below. but still I'm on the trade, and this trade will be as soon as the market will cross our entry back in the profit area. If it does in this move, we will be going out, as the market structure is not showing a very stronger confluence for bounce. There might be some upside here. It's nearing to the entry, and it has gone back to the profit area. Now this trade, guys, I'm going to exit now with the little profit running, not a big one. So I'm out with the trade. I'm out with this trade, and probably you guys can see what has happened. So the market structure is not creating a very stronger bullish impulse as expected. It may get the break of support and then could continue to rise. So it's a break-even trade, and looking at for further entry opportunity along the way. So it's a break-even trade, and let me know what's your status on that. Market side USR, yeah, this is what happening. Yeah, so this is a, if you look at, it's a very narrow consolidation here in that area, right? So this is a very, sometimes you can say this kind of consolidation is very difficult to trade, but it happens. The market sometimes goes in a consolidation. You need to wait for the market, in fact, to create a new structure, right? We are out, that's fine. We are break-even trade, no loss, no gain, and we will be looking at further entry opportunity. As I'm almost nearing to the end of this session, I believe that you guys learned something, you got found value in this live session. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, also press that notification bell for more update, more education later this week, and I'll see you there again, trading live. Until that, stay well, stay happy. $4170. Yeah, basically what it might do here, it may consolidate, and at some point we could see any kind of break and then continuation back above, depending on what kind of market structure is formed, and then we will be looking to enter again. I see you again very soon. Tomorrow again coming on live twice. We'll see you there. Until then, stay well, stay happy.